I love One Punch Man. It's one of my favorite animes of all time, and not because it's the best written or because it has the best story. I mean, sure, it does those things great, but it's my favorite because it was my first anime I ever watched. Season 1 was damn near perfect. It was surprisingly funny, it had great action and direction, and it added a fun new twist to the shonen genre. My best friend and co-owner of this channel, Casper, also got into the show, and when season 2 came out, we were ecstatic. It was sophomore year of high school, and Casper and I would watch each new episode in the back of history class. And of course, the one time our history teacher decides to look over at our screen and see what we were watching was when a certain villain happened to appear.
$4.16, pervert. $4.16, pervert.
As for season 2 itself, well, it was...
Hell no!
The animation was lackluster to say the least, and it seemed to be missing the concise direction of the first season. But who cares about that, alright? That's all in the past. Here we are nearly 6 years later, and today season 3 is coming out. And let me tell you, I am excited. The only problem? Well, Casper is not. In order to get Casper to come back to this show half a decade later, I knew I'd need to get strategic.
Bro, please!
With Casper thoroughly convinced, we sat there in Discord and eagerly awaited the season premiere.
Yo.
Yo, big Casper in the house. You ready to watch this episode, buddy?
I'm fucking tired, bro. I haven't woken up at 6 a.m. since fucking high school, dude.
Yeah, bright and early, you know what I'm saying?
This shit better be fire, bro. I'm gonna be pressed.
Oh, the episode doesn't drop until 8:45, heads up.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it doesn't drop for like an hour and a half.
Why do you tell me to get up at 6 a.m., Ben?
I figured we could sit here and like chat for a little bit.
I was curious to get Casper's take on the show and see if he had the same expectations as me.
As you may know, Casper, this season has a lot of controversy behind it. There's a lot of lore about, you know, the background of the animators and all this different stuff, and everyone's wondering if the animation's going to be good, and it's been kind of in production hell, it seems like. What do you think about all of the backstory of this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot of really cool stuff that's going on behind the scenes.
You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
No, I have no idea.
So let's go ahead and address the elephants in the room. The lead up to season 3 has been rocky at best. The third season was announced back in 2022, and when it was later confirmed in 2024 that JC Staff would be returning to animate the third season, fans were nervous. Would it be another season of subpar animation with bland backdrops, repetitive sound design, and poor pacing? Or will the studio respond to the criticism of the second season and allocate more time and resources to ensure a quality that's on par with the first season? Well, for starters, the third season took on a different creative direction than the second, with Shinpei Nagai taking over as director. And his track record is interesting?
Wait. You're saying the actual director of season 3 made a hentai at some point?
Yeah, I mean, it was like a pretty big controversy online. I mean, I didn't really give a shit personally, but a lot of the fans seem to be really like upset about this for some reason. I don't...
Why didn't you start with that? This is the first time I'm excited to watch One Punch Man season 3. Ben.
So will this season be the redemption that JC Staff desperately needs? Or will it fall flat once again? With all of these questions in mind, we started the episode. So let's just get straight to the point. Is the episode good or not? Well, it's definitely a mixed bag. While we were watching it, Casper and I immediately began to notice something strange.
Bro, pause it. No one's moving. The characters don't move.
It's like going side to side though. They give the illusion of moving. That's what I'm saying. They're moving the camera like this. To give the illusion of movement.
There's artificial movement and their mouths are moving, but if you keep watching, no one moves. Characters stand still. All right, let's just keep watching.
This isn't just us nitpicking either. The majority of this episode really is just still frames where the only movement is the characters' mouths. Sure, the art and colors are gorgeous, but to be fair, they also have a visually stunning manga to build off of, so I'm hesitant to give them that much credit. The opening is pretty solid, but honestly, when you really look at it closely, even that doesn't have very much animation or movement. The song is great and it really gets your blood pumping, and I like the art direction that they're going with, but most of the intro is still images with video effects overlaying them. The best animation we see in this entire episode is Tatsumaki's movements in the opening.
Hey, take it back. Look at
You know, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yo, movement!
So right up front, the animation is pretty disappointing, but how about everything else? The direction is fine, the voice acting is great as always, and the pacing felt a bit awkward and clunky. The majority of this episode is spent building towards the Monster Association arc, which mainly consists of the S-Class heroes battling against the monster cadres, while Saitama fucks around with Flashy Flash off-screen. This is easily one of the longest arcs in the manga, and once it gets started, it's pretty much just back-to-back fights and battles until it ends, and that makes me pretty nervous for this season. While One Punch Man has historically been an action anime, I'd argue that it could also fall into the comedy genre as well. The first and second season have a lot of levity and lighthearted moments, not to mention that the entire premise of this show is built around the gag of a hero being too strong for his enemies. However, the Monster Association arc has a tonal shift that separates it from the rest of the story. It becomes much more reliant on spectacle and drama than ever before. There is still humor, but it's a lot less present in the overall narrative. This means that the anime isn't going to have comedy to lean on to break up the pace of the show, and that there will be a stronger emphasis on the action and its visuals. And if these early episodes are at all indicative of what the rest of the season will look like, then I think this show might be in trouble. These issues also continue into the second episode as well, and this is really where you can feel the awkwardness of this show's pacing. Scenes feel drawn out with little to no momentum or energy behind them, and it's so obvious the animators are using every trick in the book to try and cut corners and meet the insane deadlines I'm sure they were given. It's safe to say that this season hasn't had the strongest start.
This as well. Wait, hold up. Is Bang's cheeks out? Are those Bang cheeks?
His pants are down to his butt cheeks, bro.
In full HD.
He's caked up, dude.
Dude, this is disgusting. Screenshot that 32 times. Close up of the cheeks?
Overall, I do think it's a bit too early to make a definitive judgment call on how this entire season will turn out. I've glanced around at other people's thoughts online, and I think it's really easy to forget that there is a team of human beings behind this project who are trying their best with the budget, staff, and time that they were given. However, if the higher-ups at JC staff knew they weren't going to be up to the task, then I'm not really sure why they'd renew themselves for this season. But who knows, right? Maybe they're saving the good stuff for the end of the season. Maybe the best is yet to come, right? Right?
I really did enjoy being back into the world of One Punch Man. I miss Saitama, Genos, King, Fubuki. You know, it was cool seeing my OGs. With that being said, I feel like if I like them that much, I can just read the webcomic or like the novel. The episode seemed pretty lackluster. Maybe it'll have a good turnaround, but this is kind of more or less what I was expecting. And honestly, I can't be bothered. I'm probably not gonna. I'm gonna stick by what I originally was gonna do and not finish watching the rest of the season. Maybe I'll watch like 10 years or something from now. But I can't be bothered to continue watching it as it is.
No. You agreed that every week we were going to watch the new episodes together, 6 a.m. sharp, and then we were going to make this a routine. It was going to be our new thing. You can't get out of that.
Did bro graduate from Gaslighting Academy? I said watch the first episode. I'm not watching this shit, bro.
I know your ass is gonna be there every fucking week watching the new episodes.
You know what I'd say to that. You know what I'd say to that. To be fair.
And a few pockets of low pressure and a fairly heavy band of rain showers. hours in the snow.